Hi folks, today on Marilyn's Crafty Corner I'm going to take this piece of denim and make it into a tote bag for my sister Elaine. Okay, the denim bag that I'm making, I'm going to base the measurements from this red store-bought bag. The store-bought bag is 22 by 13. I want the denim bag to be 22 by 15. So I'm going to measure it, cut it out, and then I'm going to embroider on it because embroidering on it first before I assemble it is easier. After measuring and marking the material, I start cutting using my rotary cutter. The rotary cutter is much easier on my hands than a regular pair of scissors, and it cuts 2 layers of the denim with ease. Once the material is cut to size, it's ready to be hooped. I use the pin to show me the center of the material. That is where I want the center of the embroidery. I need to make sure that the denim is tight in the hoop. Once I'm satisfied that the material is straight in the hoop, I'm ready to add the stabilizer. The stabilizer helps prevent the embroidery stitches from pulling the material too tight. I attach the stabilizer to the denim on the back of the hoop with straight pins. One in each corner will do the trick. Now it's time to set up my machine to do embroidery. I was sewing the last time on my machine, so I need to change the foot for embroidery. I need to make sure the material is clear of the machine. Don't want it to snag or catch. Now it's time to thread up the first color spool. If you take your time and prep the work properly, it makes for a much easier job. Everything seems to be ready, so it's time to start the embroidery. Oops, the thread broke. No biggie. The machine will auto stop. Just rethread and start it back up. I've been doing embroidery now for several years, and I still enjoy it as much as I did when I first started. You need to keep an eye on the machine. Sometimes it forgets to do a color change. It's nice to catch those before it goes too far. This is my thread collections. I didn't start out with this much thread. I watched for it to go on sale and buy a couple of spools. It adds up over time. The embroidery machine doesn't need the computer to run. Just load the design and the machine functions on its own. The machine is just about done with the embroidery work. Once the machine is done, all the stray strands of the thread need to be removed. I'm using what is called a tearaway stabilizer. With a little effort, it pulls away from the stitches. All done with the embroidering. Time to remove it from the hoop. Now it's time to make the straps for the bag. I think wide straps would be a nice touch for this bag. They are a lot more comfortable when you put the bag on your shoulder. Once the straps are cut to size, I fold the material in half, iron a straight seam, and get it ready to sew. Taking my time, I sew the straps, trying to keep the stitching in a straight, even line. Done with one strap, I sew up the other. Done with the straps, I move on to sewing the front and back sides of the bag together. I make gussets in the bottom of the bag's two corners by sewing diagonally across the ends. Almost done with the bag, just need to cut away all the stray threads. Well, I finally finished my sister's bag. I sewed it all together, put the straps on, and ironed out all the wrinkles. I think it's looking pretty good. Now all I have to do is pack it and ship it to my sister. So that's it for today. See you next time on Marilyn's Crafty Corner. Boy, I really like this bag. I think I'm going to make me one of these. Let's see if all this stuff will go in here.